What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Steven. This is the 40 Acre Addicts Show with your boy, Henry. Say what's up, Gat.
What's up, everybody? Long time coming, man. We miss y'all.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks we've been at it. Had a lot of new changes. As you can tell, I have the braces off, have the mullet, Quinn Ewer style. You know what we're doing on this channel. We're keeping it live and popping, keeping the information coming all day, every day. We've just been a little absent, but we're back. We're back. So, Gary Patterson, that's where we're going to start off, right? Let's jump right into it. Dive in this.
Wow, if a five-star player isn't what you needed on defense, how about just go ahead and get a five-star coach on defense? That we know is proven. We know has beat us. We know. Look how much trouble he gave Bijan Robinson last year.
Yeah.
Bijan hadn't touched the ball, 35 times?
Yeah.
They damn near killed Bijan last year. They do it every year to us.
It's a good team, good coaching
staff.
Yeah,
I'm super excited.
He's done so much in the last 20 years alone.
Patterson on paper.
I mean,
I don't care what he is, an analyst, a coach, a coordinator, an assistant.
It's such a question mark of where they're putting him. Is he just a defensive analyst?
What I heard, he was going to be a special assistant to the head coach. So he's just going to look at everything and, just be in their ear, which is fine with me. I mean, you got to have the right coaches.
Yeah, you got to have the right coaches.
Yeah, we saw what PK did last year. I had high hope for him, but coming in and having the worst defense that Texas has ever had, that's just not cool.
On a
do that, bro?
Yeah, on a back-to-back multiple street too.
Man, and we thought Alfred Collins was going to come in and set the nation on fire. T. Sweat. It really didn't do much, man. I don't know, and I know Coach Davis isn't a bad coach. There's no way. He's been doing this all his life. So hopefully Gary Patterson gets in and puts them together, gets the backs working with the linemen, and get some continuity out there, some leadership. I don't know. I'm super excited. I hope we get Gary Patterson because adding another brilliant mind to the team can't hurt.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as too many cooks in the kitchen when you have 10 coaches and 85 players.
So
that's 8.5 players per coach. Come on.
Take care of your room.
Yeah,
Take care of your room.
Yeah, absolutely excited about this.
Well,
I'm excited about the what's his name, Tashard Choice, running backs coach. I'm excited about his hire. I'm excited about Brandon Marion's hire.
Tashard Choice has such a good resume over at Georgia Tech. As a player and a coach too.
Yeah, bro. Yes.
That was such a great hire. After losing Stan Drayton, I was worried. I thought, my goodness, what can you replace Stan Drayton with? There's not much out there that can replace something like that, especially what he did recruiting-wise and developing. And oh, man.
Yeah, and then the Marion guy, I'm most excited probably about him because that's the position that has been failing the most besides the offensive line.
Yeah.
And we'll get to them in a minute, but getting that guy in to where his receivers, are winning the Blitnikoff Award. They're doing things, they're breaking routes, and, we need that. Can you imagine Jordan Whittington and Troy O'Meary and X with a coach that knows how to coach?
Yeah, we got Coleman up out of there.
You're monotone, bro. You don't even Like, you talk at the same level always. You gotta up that, bro.
Got to.
You gotta start screaming, start whispering.
Man,
anyway, so I'm super excited about.
Well, we have right to be. You know what I mean? It's
absolutely. We've been wearing burnt orange glasses since the day we were born, bro.
So I got a question. Do you want to jump into our 2 transfers from Ohio State, which you already know the names, or do you want to go straight into all of our signees out of, I mean, we have 27 signed letters of intent.
It's amazing.
We don't have to cover every one, but...
And how big of human beings some of those guys are.
First one off the top of the list, Kelvin Banks, 6'5", 300.
Yeah. Everything that Sark said last year before spring when he got hired is if you want to play big, if you want to compete big, you got to recruit big human beings. Yep. And in his first recruiting class, he recruited the biggest human beings probably ever to come to Texas. In the same class, like, you put them all together, there's like 3,000 pounds there. You know what I mean? And like 60 feet.
Yeah.
It's an amazing statistic. I'm absolutely in love with it. There's no way Coach Flood's not going to turn Christian Jones into a killer tackle this offseason. There's no way he's not going to develop that young man into a draft pick. I truly believe that. I truly believe that Jones, Jake Majors, Junior Angelau, those 3 for sure are going to see some major development. As far as our guards, I don't know who our guards are going to be because, I mean, some of those recruits that are coming in might take a couple of those spots because they're that big and they're that talented.
Yeah.
But
almost knocked my camera down.
I feel that the offensive line is going to be super decent this year. You know, if not stellar good.
It needs to be at least good, or we're going to end up with another 5-7 season. I can guarantee you that.
I honestly, I don't feel that.
If we have a rerun with our O-line or it decreases and gets even worse, I don't see us having a winning season. It's too hard of a schedule.
See, and I just don't feel there's any way we can get worse.
Yeah, I know we're not. I know it's going to progress. I'm just saying, if it were to be the same O-line, I have no faith. I mean, not same line, but if it's, you know what I'm saying. Next subject. I got word stuttered.
Yeah,
what I was trying to say.
I'm excited to see how Coach Flood turns around Christian Jones the most.
Are you more of a fan of Duncanville or North Shore?
Really, man, I'm not really a fan of either. I'm from Gatesville, baby. G-Unit.
Yeah, he said those are the only Hornets that matter to me.
That's right.
So we're gonna start with the transfers, man, because it's everyone knows who the transfers are, and if you don't know, you're living under a rock, man. That is Ryan Watts, the big boy corner, and no other than Mullet Man Quinn Ewers.
Mullet Man.
Mullet Man. We used to make fun of fucking Mike Gundy for that. And look at us. Look at us. Eating our words. I'm over here with the damn thing on my head.
All it took was one perfect rated 5-star quarterback. Okay, you're talking about Quinn. So I met Vince Young this week.
Oh, man.
At Crunch Fitness for the opening here in San Angelo, Texas. And, we were allowed to talk to him, obviously. And I asked him a few questions, and the one that I liked the most was I asked him, how do you think Quinn's going to do coming out next year? And his response was, if he gets in the gym right now, he'll be all right next season. And he's already on campus. So, I mean, Vince Young thinks he's going to be all right. That's VY.
And for all y'all who want to see those pictures, go down to the link right below. Go down there. We have our Instagram, Twitter, our TikTok, all that. You can get linked right down below, and go to those sites, and you can see all the pictures behind footage of everything we do. There's a lot of players we meet on a yearly basis.
He actually worked out before the autograph signing. That was really cool, man. See those people come out. And I just worked out with Vince Young, man. That dude's a beast. He's so tall. I didn't know he was that tall. Well, you must not know much about BY then, something. I know how tall he is. I know how much he weighs.
I know what shoe size he wears.
You know what I mean? I know everything.
I know what shoe size he wears.
Come on, man. I know he worked for a realtor service. I know he owns a steakhouse. I know he's partying on this Crunch Fitness thing. Come on, man. Don't come up here and embarrass yourself, man.
Yeah, don't
yourself.
embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass yourself, yeah. Man.
You don't know the facts, boy. Just boost.
Yeah, Quinn.
Yeah, man, it was super cool meeting him, man. He was super down to earth. He smiled a lot. He still says baby a lot.
Yeah, baby.
Like a lot. He likes that word, baby. What's that, baby? That's how I approached him, man. I had the book with him kissing the national championship trophy with his hat on kind of backwards or sideways. And I showed it to him as I was walking up. I was like, all the way back to Austin, Texas, baby. And he smiled real big, dabbed me up. Like, yeah. Nobody else approached him like that. Yeah. And on the way out, I called him Mr. Rose Bowl.
Mr. Rose Bowl.
Mr. Rose Bowl, man. We'll catch you next time, boy. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was super fun, man. I wish I could actually sit down and interview him.
Yeah. I actually get to have a whole 40 Acre Addicts segment with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I guarantee you'd leave smiling. It was fun, for sure. Thanks, Vince Young. Appreciate it if you ever hear this.
Hopefully one day he'll be able to get up on this, man. Our channel is gonna get there. Just wait, you'll see. Fan base grows every month, and hell, just a little bit of time we've been on this, we've gotten plenty of followers. And oh man, speaking on that, I'm not trying to go off our subject because we are still on these transfers. Let me just go ahead and throw this out there for our boy OU7 Nats. We told you. Goodbye, Caleb Williams to USC. Goodbye, Mario Williams.
Are out of
USC. Gone.
The only reason I'm laughing is because we've been through it. We've been there. You know what I mean? Like,
we have felt that pain.
It hurts. It hurts bad. It's almost as bad as a 7-year relationship that, she just broke up with you. It's that bad. Oh, man. We know exactly how it feels.
It's hurting. It cuts you deep. Cuts me deep, Shrek. Cut me real deep.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it can't be too long before Caleb go ahead and, signs his USC papers. Oh, speaking of USC, man, Keontae's entering the NFL draft, man. Super excited for that. I hope he does well in the NFL, man.
Keontae Ingram?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I hope he does well. Good luck, Keontae. Thanks for everything you gave us.
Yeah, hook 'em.
Hook 'em. Brew McCoy. Do you hear about him? He's in the transfer portal for the 3rd time.
Oh, my God.
The 3rd time. Nobody wants him. He's a confused individual.
Confused,
or he's cocky. Super cocky, and nobody likes him. He hadn't got picked up yet, and he was a 5-star athlete.
Yeah, I've got to see him in person back in the 2018 spring game. I believe it was the one that you weren't able to go to.
Oh yeah, my daughter's appendix ruptured.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Jaden Blue coming. Boy, I'm still so excited about that running back room, man, because it just keeps stacking up. It's like racks on racks on racks. Racks on racks on racks.
It is a new age rap song, isn't it?
Oh, man, it's a new age rap song, baby.
Right. Golly, they stack it. No matter who they put in, you'll still be on the edge of your seat. You won't be able to sit back in your recliner. And they've got 5. Bijan Robinson, Roshan Johnson, Keelan Robinson, Jonathan Brooks, Jaden Blue. Are you kidding me?
Oh, just stacked.
You got 5, and you might as well call them all 5-stars.
All of them, baby.
Every one of them in action except for Jaden Blue.
But that won't be long.
And that won't be long. Well, I mean, it actually will be because...
Ain't that right, Puma? Puma just said that's right. He said it ain't gonna be long. He said we busted the gate with this D line.
Dude, 5 running backs. If our line is just
the D lines ain't
20%
ready.
improved from last year.
Them D lines ain't ready.
I mean, Bijan had what, 1,127 yards last year or something, somewhere in there. Almost 1,200 yards. That's what he had last year with no offensive line help.
No O-line.
Dude was getting hit 3 yards in the backfield and still making 5 yards a carry. Imagine if Bijan can get past the line of scrimmage without being hit on multiple plays. He is gonna hurt defenses. His junior season is gonna be unbelievable.
Speaking of hurting defenses, how about us finally getting some ball makers in the receiver room with Brennan Thompson? That speed, man.
Yes.
I mean, I know.
I can't imagine having 2 X's on the field. 2 Xavier Words, 2 big play Zays on the field.
Like, I mean, he heights in at 5'10", 165. He's even smaller than X.
Yeah. And faster.
Oh, and faster. Like, X gonna give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, everybody says Thompson is one of the fastest people in the nation.
Man.
I mean, Sark knows what he's doing, bro. That's why I wanted you to call this one the Optimism.
The Optimism, yes.
Dude, last year at the end of the season, I was like, there's nothing they can do to make me feel good about next season. And now I'm looking like everything they did made me feel good about next season. They didn't fire any big time coaches. They didn't have any changeovers like that, like 2 changeovers. And none on the defensive side. So now all those coaches have this extra year to do something with people that we know can ball out, can play championship-worthy football. We know they can. They just got to develop them and get them to do it. And once that happens, once our defense plays as well as our offense, oh, jeez.
Do you know where they're planning on putting Xavier and Bryce at? The athlete?
No.
Because, I mean, look at his height. He's at 6'1", 175, which is already, like, exactly Xavier Worthy's size. So.
Slot behind Jay Witt?
Very possible. Something. I mean, hell, he could even be put out as a corner. I have to look at his tape, see what he did in high school as an athlete. So obviously he was Iron Man-ing it out.
Oh, he did everything. He played offense, defense, running back, receiver. I think he played quarterback a couple times. He did everything.
Well, we don't need him a quarterback. We got that.
Yeah.
Speaking of quarterback, what about – boy, I didn't realize they dropped him down a star. But 4-star Malik Murphy.
Yeah, that was.
He's now nationally ranked 166. position 11th, state 11th.
And honestly, with Coach Sarkisian, that's more exciting than Quinn Ewers. And let me tell you why. Because Coach Sark recruited Jalen Hurts, whatever, however you pronounce his name, Tagovailoa,
Yeah.
and then Mac Jones. And out of those three, Mac Jones was a 3-star. And out of those three, who's doing the best? Mac Jones. He's Coach Sark is a developer, and Malik Murphy is 6'5". You know what I mean? Like, and he's got a strong arm, and he doesn't like to run, and that's what Coach Sark likes. And once Malik Murphy sees the field, dude, there's going to be good days. I know Quinn Ewers will probably do his thing. He's got to be able to do his thing with the amount of money he's getting. But
for the amount of money, boy, you better keep that mullet fresh. With all that money coming in, that's all I gotta say.
You better keep that TD to INT rate correct.
Yes. Absolutely. Malik's, man, the first thing I remember about a year ago, me and you were sitting there watching the first bit of highlights on Malik, and the first thing I commented to you was that bullet of an arm. Like, you don't see quarterbacks who, I mean, the ball doesn't even have to go that high, but he's making 70-yard bombs look like they're 20, 30-yard, bullet passes. But it's a 70-yard bomb. You don't even have to arch it up that high to get it there. Like, he just has a rocket.
Yeah, he breaks fingers.
Yeah. It makes me wonder why. What it is Quinn Ewers' passing is so much better. I'd have to really compare their tape. Like, if I could put them panel up and have them side by side playing, parallel to each other, to where I could see each pass being thrown from each of them at the same time, the similar plays being, and I feel like Quinn's probably more accurate.
100%. If you watch Quinn's high school highlights, he rarely misses. Rarely. He puts it exactly where it needs to be every single time. It's insane, honestly.
Yeah,
it's really insane. Even on the state game that he lost to Kubnik or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like 21 to 34, 350 plus yards passing, couple TDs, couple INTs also is what lost in the game. But
see, that's something that also confuses me is they don't show, like we talked about like a couple weeks ago, they don't show the bad in these highlight tapes, and they need to sometimes because us as a fan base, we're not there in the fields. We can't go to these high schools and get all these game footages without it already being recorded and posted online. And that being said, I've never seen Malik Murphy miss a pass because they're not going to show it right now unless you watch a game. And that's the big hate on Malik last season was he hasn't had a real season to play. The season he did play was shortened. His O-line sucked. It was all terrible. But what does he come and do? That was in 2020, but what does he come do when they do get a season fixed this last season? What happened?
He won the state.
He won the state
championship.
Exactly.
And his star doesn't even develop.
Yeah, his star doesn't even go up. Like, what are these recruits looking at? Because
I think it's just that he was recruited to Texas, so
they're hating.
They're like, they're haters.
The haters. Boy,
the haters.
They hate on Texas.
If Lincoln Riley would have recruited him, he'd probably still be a 5-star.
So that's the only part that confuses me on Ewers is to have that perfect. Let me go down there.
1.0
rating, both categories. there's one thing you have to have with all that resume he has. He checks the whole list in every box category except for one. He did not win his state championship. He lost it.
Yep. Cade Klubnik beat him. Cade Klubnik.
And I am not hating on Quinn Ewers whatsoever. Obviously, I got the mullet to prove it. But that just goes back to, it confuses me how they do this rating for these recruits. It's crazy.
He's ranked higher than Trevor Lawrence was, and Trevor Lawrence never lost a game in high school. So, confusion. Like, hello.
Yeah, all day.
What's going on here? We need to go apply for an inside Texas job and see if they'll just let us watch them and learn for the next 5 years. We'll work for free. Just feed us.
Just feed us. Houses in a nearby hotel.
I got a camper, bro. We'll drag it everywhere we go.
Tell you, we'll be up at 4 a.m. whatever time you need us up. I guarantee you that.
Oh yeah.
We'll beat everyone to the interviews. We'll be first in line for every interview. All right, let's go on some D line and some edge rushers, because man, there's so many edge rushers in this class and D line. It's like we already have a great D line, but we really didn't have enough edge rushers. And our D line it's great, but it just hasn't blossomed, I guess. And I don't know why.
I agree.
Yeah, but man, did we get some edge rushers that we didn't really have since we lost Osai.
I think I'm most excited for Justice Finkley.
I was just on there from Trussville, Alabama.
Yep.
Trussville, yeah, that's how you say that. 6'2", 255, 4-star. Ooh.
And a 4.0. He's smart.
And a 4.0 smart. That means he's going to outsmart these techniques that these left tackles and right tackles are going to try to throw at him.
Yeah, and not only is his size, strength, and speed going to beat him, but then his mind is going to be way sharper than theirs.
Way sharper.
I'm super excited about seeing what he can do for us. I'm excited also about the O'Shawn Mathis possibly coming in and Drew Sanders possibly coming in. Drew Sanders is 6'5". 6'5", 230.
Yeah, another one I'm excited about is Jamon Tapp, because he's position-wise and nationally ranked higher than Justice Speakley.
True.
And he outsizes him by height and not by weight though. He's like 10 pounds lighter, but he's an inch taller. So they're damn near like right there at the same size, man. You put them on both sides. He's from Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Put him on the opposite side, man. These tackles aren't gonna know what to do.
Man, I'm hoping so, because we saw what Sark can do with the offense last year. We got taste of it throughout the season, and we didn't get anything from the defense, nothing. So I'm super excited to see what they're going to do this coming season and how they're going to look. Yeah. If they come out and ball out, bro, like we know they can, the nation's in trouble. The nation's going to be in trouble if we come out and actually play defense the way we know we're supposed to. Shut people out. Stop the run. Don't give up big plays.
Easier said than done. Like always, this is Texas.
Absolutely.
Never not nervous going into a season. I'll tell you that much. Anticipation every time.
Yeah, and we got Nick Saban, week 2.
Number 1 team in the nation. Finished this season as the second best team in college football. And honestly, if Alabama didn't have to reload this last year, they would have been the national champions. Because I don't, man. Did you when you were watching that national championship game, did you notice how they were talking about Bryce Young and then Stetson Bennett and their whole journeys? Like, that is an incredible difference for them both to be in the national title game. Stetson
You're
Bennett,
not kidding.
yeah, he is in a small college, like community college, damn near.
He was a walk-on to Georgia.
Yeah.
A walk-on.
And he's about the same age as Bryce Young, just a little bit older, like a year older, I think. Not much. It didn't take him long at a small college to get over there, and then not long at all to be from a walk-on to the starting guy over JT Daniels. I still don't know why JT Daniels wasn't playing these last couple weeks.
I think he was hurt.
Hurt.
Oh, Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, JT Daniels is like one of them, not as quite as highly ranked, but he was like a Quinn Ewers kind of commit to USC back when he committed. Yeah, I think it was 2018 he committed for him. He was part of the 2018 season as a freshman. Man. So, on with recruiting. Let's go and talk about some Oklahoma Sooner football. On this category, OU7 Nats, I would love your comment. Ooh, hold up. Oh,
Bless you.
thank you. Mario Williams commits to USC. Like, how does that make y'all feel, Sooner fans? To know y'all have lost almost everything and gained a B-plus coach who's unproven as a head coach.
How do y'all feel?
How do y'all feel?
I know how we felt when we lost. Let's just go back a year. When we lost Herman, we were like, WTF?
What's next?
What's happening? He just destroyed Colorado, and you kicked him to the curb. Like, what the fuck? But we know how it feels, man. It sucks. And then for them to go out and get a guy that's never been a head coach, that's got to hurt too. He's never been a head coach. Does he know what he's doing? What?
We're going to find out real quick.
We're going to find out.
Real quick. Come week 7. OU, Texas, Red River rivalry.
And we, I don't know what their schedule is like, but we
Boy,
will already have played.
Did you hear that? That sounded like an ambulance on its way to come pick up all you Oklahoma fans, because I know y'all just passed out from what just happened. Don't worry, they're on the way right now. They're headed north, straight up to Norman. They're coming to a neighborhood near you.
Get them, Steven.
Get them.
Get them, Steven.
But I mean, what does Oklahoma have to do, Henry, in order to have a successful season next year? What needs to change? Transfer portal?
They have to keep Caleb Williams. If they don't do that, they're out of there.
What? And I'm still on it that I think Caleb's going to transfer soon, man. He's got that foot at the door, man. I mean,
honestly, I don't see how Mario Williams signed with USC before Caleb, because Caleb transferred. His name was in there first. Mario Williams' name's only been there for like, what, a week?
Yeah.
Caleb's been in there for like 3.
Caleb's gone. I don't know what y'all are going to do. I mean, Oklahoma fans, your head coach is a defensive specialist, which is good and all. I love defenses, but y'all have been an offensive air raid just for too long. I mean, that's where'd y'all get all y'all's Big 12 conference champions from? It wasn't the defense. Promise you that.
If you had a defense, you'd have won
And
a
you
few
can't just
championships.
flip from being the best team in the Big 12 as doing it offensively, and the next year be like, well, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to do it with the defense. That's going to take some time. A lot of time.
and we just went through the worst defensive phase of our entire existence.
Yeah.
So there's no way we could get any worse. There's no way we could get worse on defense. Especially with Overshown coming back, Brockemeyer, Sweat, Collins, Coburn. Like, there's so many
Jameson
that have so many snaps under them and so much experience. There's no way we could do bad next year on defense, right? I mean, I don't know if that's my burnt orange glasses talking or what, but I just don't see how we could not be better next year.
I got something to make you Oklahoma fans feel a little better. Congratulate y'all to y'all's 19 Sooners that are competing in the NFL playoffs this weekend. That's a lot. It's a lot of push product into the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because you look at the list, and I mean, hell, 3 of them are top quarterbacks in the NFL right now. You got Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts, who's doing his thing with the Eagles, and Baker Mayfield, who's didn't have the best of seasons this year, but he'll bounce back.
Yeah, he's still drawing that check.
Still drawing that check, especially with them. This is our house commercials. Those are the best. I love those commercials. But yeah, man, NFL playoffs is also today. Yesterday was the Raiders lost, and who else lost, Henry?
New England?
Yep, New England lost. Today we got Brady with the Bucks playing, who was it again? It don't matter because they ain't going to win. Pretty sure Brady's got that one. It's Brady. You don't bet against him. But then we got the Cowboys and the 49ers at 3:30. I know everyone's going to be excited about that one, man. Longhorn Nation, half of y'all, if not more, are also Cowboy Nation. So hook 'em, y'all. Let's go. Let's go win a Super Bowl for the first time since the '90s, since I was a baby. I mean, come on now. When I was a little baby, the Cowboys were everything. Everything. Let's get back to that. Let's get back to Texas being good, not just in college, not just in the NFL, but as a whole. Let's get the basketball doing good. Hell, let's Dallas Stars. What's up with y'all? Let's the whole state just needs. I want to see championships like throughout all sports to this state, man. And that's what makes our state so great, especially in football, is that there are so many championships in all the levels. It just hasn't been relevant lately. In the last, well, depending on the subject, 10 to 30 years.
Yep.
I would love to see Texas in all subjects just be back up there. Even if it's one at a time. We'll take the Cowboys this year. Next year, national title. Because, I mean, the way college football works nowadays, and I guarantee you agree with me, it don't take time to build. You can do it in 1 year. You can go from being the worst team to national championship contender in 1 year. That's the way football works now.
Free agency, bro.
Yeah.
Free agency.
And USC and their small fan base, that's going to change. Guarantee you they're going to have some bandwagoners. About 100 people are going to be having 100 a day. Going to have that darn whatever team hat, and they're just going to back up in that bush and Homer Simpson their way right back out with a USC hat. You know it.
Man.
Oh, man. Oh.
You know who Lincoln Riley also has now?
Who?
Jake Smith.
Jake Smith?
Yeah. He's still with USC.
Oh! No crap. Gatorade National Player of the Year, 2019.
Jake Smith. Yes, sir.
Smith. Damn. Okay. Man, I wonder how that's going to work. Can Lincoln Riley put that to some use? I mean, Lincoln Riley gets Stoops looking good. I mean,
yeah.
But imagine what he's going to do with Smith. Smith wouldn't even...
I always liked Jake Smith.
Yes, I mean, Stoops wouldn't even be getting plays if it weren't not for that last name on his jersey.
Yeah.
And the only time they give it to him is when he sneaks into the huddle and nobody's covering him because nobody even realizes he's fucking there. Oh shit, who's this guy? Hey, I haven't seen him all game. Look how clean his jersey is. Thought he was an official. Like, yeah. Sorry, Sooner fans. I know y'all probably going to ridicule me for that one, but it is what it is. Man, all you Seven Nats, we're still waiting for that comment back, man. We want to know if you want to join in on a live video. We'll just have you down here as a call and have you talk with us for 30 minutes or so. Just bullshit, talk shit, have some good old rivalry comments back and forth, you know. Got great opinions. We love your opinions. You're always funny and amusing. Even though half the time you don't even know what you're talking about. You're just spitting old dinosaur facts, but it's cool, you know. It is what it is. Yeah. Got anything else you want to cover up on before we get up out of here, Get?
Yeah, man. I'm definitely drinking the Kool-Aid. The Sark is pouring. He's putting the right amount of sugar in there.
Lot of sugar.
He's putting the right amount. I'm loving his Kool-Aid.
Do we need a new slogan and take away the all gas, no brakes?
No.
He said no.
Absolutely not. Not because if we have, like I said, if we have a decent offensive line next season, they can do what they did in spurts all season.
Yeah.
Like Sark knows how to get the wide receivers the ball deep. How many deep balls did these two quarterbacks miss this last year? There's too many to count. They were either overthrown, underthrown. It just wasn't there.
And we'll give Casey his due that a lot of it had towards the end of the season was his hand. But
Absolutely. I think he's going to light Nebraska on fire, honestly.
I can't wait to see him at Nebraska. It's going to be fun to watch other teams this year, man, you know, because I always keep up with other teams, but this transfer portal is making it so much more interesting to watch other teams now. Like, I'm still waiting to see where Foster's going to go. You knew I wasn't going to finish a video without mentioning his name.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't believe he hasn't been picked up by somebody.
I'm honestly hoping he just fucking tricks everybody, and next thing you know, we see him in the 5th round of the draft getting picked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'd be nice. It'd be real nice.
Yeah, it's just so weird how these kids can come in and us expect all these great things from them, and then they just don't do it. It's so weird. And then you got players like Brockemeyer who just come out of nowhere and, you know, wreck shop.
That work, put in that work, and man.
Yeah, man, it's weird.
You know,
it's weird how it works.
All the Longhorn Nation that hated on Foster, you know what? You asked for a player like that. You wanted a thug, you got a thug. He may be an old redneck thug, but he didn't give a fuck, and he let everybody know how he felt at all times. He did not shy from his feelings whatsoever. And when he finally had enough, it was enough. He gave Texas 4 years, and graduated with his master's. So I mean, there ain't nothing nobody can say and take away from that man. It'd be nice to see him in the NFL, though. I don't care where he goes, man. Honestly, if you want my opinion right now, just the way things are going, I would not mind seeing him at USC. I would not mind seeing him. Or Nebraska even, somewhere where there's Longhorn familiarity to him. Some faces he knows. Hell, isn't Orlando still over at USC?
I think so.
That would be a great reunitement for BJ. He loved Orlando. I know he did. He thrived those 2 years he played under Orlando. Him and Stearns did. They both had great years under Orlando.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something that might hurt your feelings.
What?
I want BJ to go to Oklahoma or TCU or Texas Tech. Because I know Xavier Worthy can outrun his ass. Every play, boy, just go deep, Dex. Just go deep. I got you. Don't let him hit you. Run past him. Yes. Yes. Out of here.
That is fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, because it's a fact. Hey, just run around that boy.
Oh, that's darn arms.
And with the quarterback like Quinn that could put that ball in the breadbasket, on the money, on time, let's get it. Let's get it.
I want to put this up to the screen real quick. This was given to me for a birthday gift. I thought it was pretty cool. Some of y'all might find it pretty interesting. It's kind of hard to see the reflection. Yeah, it's Jim Thorpe, Buckus, all that. Yep. And I have another gift from Gat. And that one I gotta find a way to go down there and get it. But that is a DY autograph. But y'all already know all the details to that. And remember down there, go to the links below. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. And you can, you know what I mean? See all of our behind the footage stuff. But yeah. Man, once again, any other topics, Henry, you got on top of your noggin you thinking of? You want to let out?
Man, I hope we still get Devin Campbell. I hope we get Mathis. I hope we get Drew Sanders.
Got National Signing Day right around the corner.
Yeah. And then honestly, I hope we save a couple transfer spots till after spring.
Yeah. When all these guys start not liking where they're at, not liking new coaching staffs, not liking whatever it is, and start hitting that portal this offseason during the summer. Late offseason.
I'm hoping we save a couple spots for that situation. And honestly, if anybody else comes in the transfer portal, I would like it to be on the defensive side. I think our offense is pretty much set.
Yeah.
Unless, another Mario Williams, quotation marks, type of character comes out, wide receiver. Yeah. It's just star-studded. He's good. He's gonna do great things. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another receiver.
I love receivers. Love it when our quarterbacks have somebody to throw it to. Something that I took off of what's his darn name? Remember the old Texas Tech coach, Crosberg? How do you say his name? He was the coach for Mahomes at Texas Tech. He was coach there for quite a while.
I'm drawing a blank.
How do you not know what I'm talking about? He coaches for, he's like the offense coordinator for the Arizona Cardinals now.
Leach?
No. Leach was the coach for Tech back in like 2008. I'm talking about like the Strong and Herman era. Patrick Mahomes. Texas Tech's head coach then. He was a young guy. He used to be a quarterback. He's like an offensive guru. His name was like Chris Cliffoff. Let me go ahead and Google this. I can't believe you're drawing a blank on this one. He was Texas Tech's coach for so long.
Anyways, what about him?
Hold on. Right there. Found it. It is. Darn it. It takes it away. Cliff Kingsbury.
Kingsbury, yeah.
Now you remember from 2013 to 2018. Yes. Now, okay. Cliff Kingsbury, when he got to the NFL, the main thing he told the Cardinals when they drafted Kyler Murray, and they got Kyler Murray, he was a rookie. He said, with this rookie, I think the best thing we can give him to succeed in the NFL is a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL who's decorated and experienced. And they went over to Houston Texans and got DeAndre Hopkins, brought him to Arizona Cardinals, and was like, here, you have a couple decent receivers, but you have one that's a top 1 or 2 receiver in the NFL every year. And he's going to make it easy for you to get those bombs and to get you comfortable and cocky and confident in the NFL. Quinn Ewers, same freaking thing. I feel if we needed one more big transfer portal guy on offense, I want a receiver who is decorated and coming back for a senior year for a particular reason. Like someone like Mims, someone like Minchie over at Alabama, even though he's going to be leaving the NFL more than likely. Or Ohio State has 7 receivers. They're 4 or 5 stars. Snag one over there that's been there for 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. Someone who's super experienced and actually good. Not like a Tariq Black or a Brendan Schooler. I want a guy who's proven beast, man. If you could get your hands on one of those and throw it to Ewers. Xavier's great, but he is still not experienced like everyone. Like, we got to take the Longhorn glasses off. He could have just had a really good freshman year. Sophomore slumps happen all the time. What happens if he just has a little sophomore slope this year? Who's Quinn going to have as a dependent guy? Whittington gets hurt a lot. Other than that, we got a bunch of new faces. On top of that, we have can't forget his name, Troy O'Meara.
Troy O'Meara.
And he can't stay healthy. So we don't have a superstar that we can depend on. But Quinn Ewers, to make it easy for Quinn, to make Quinn comfortable and cocky. We don't have that. That would be one addition to the offense I would like to see.
Agreed. Like I said, if there's anybody on offense to come in, I hope it's a wide receiver. Like, I don't know why they're looking at this Drew Billingsley, a tight end from Alabama. I mean, we got Juan Davis, Jatavion Sanders, Gunnar Helm.
We got plenty of tight ends.
You got tight ends, man. Like, what? Don't. If anything, like we said, go get a star-studded wide receiver after spring, probably most likely, and be done with the offense.
Yeah. Ain't Wiley still in the transfer portal?
Who?
Wiley. Jared Wiley.
No, Wiley went to TCU.
He already committed somewhere at TCU?
Yeah, he's
Well,
at TCU.
That's 2 for TCU. No, it's 1. It's only 1. I remember I thought Casey Thompson was going to TCU and he didn't. That's what it was. Well, we'll be seeing you soon. You and more. Boy.
Oh.
Go ahead.
One more thing we need to talk about.
All right.
When is Dicker the kicker going to make his decision? Is he gonna declare for the draft? Is he coming back? Like, we haven't heard anything from Dicker.
If he was smart, I would declare, because you're a senior, you have had a great 4 years. You've done a lot for this team and won a lot of games off of your foot. So yeah, I think he's enough to get drafted. You know, just like Michael Dixon was. Maybe not quite as high. Hell, Dixon left as a junior and got drafted. Man. If we could get, ever since he left in 2017, every season we've been saying, we need a punter, we need a punter, we need a punter. Hell, we got a badass kicker for 4 years, and we never got the punter. Hell, Dicker ended up having to punt too, and he has that on his stats. He's a great punter. Like, he's ready for the NFL. Absolutely.
I know he's ready. He's been ready, but I would love to see him come back. I'd hate to have to rely on Matt Stone, the freshman.
Whatever happened to that Australian guy we got? That grown man.
I don't know. I wish they'd say something. You know, let us know one way or the other.
Yeah. He only has like another couple weeks before he has to choose. I can't remember how long it is, but he don't have long. There's a dead mark.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. That he shouldn't have much longer to make his choice.
And I know it's before National Signing Day. Man. Yeah, Cameron Dicker. It's crazy to see how chunky he was in person. Boy, need to lay down them Cheetos. Man. Yeah, Dicker makes the NFL. That'll be a punter and a kicker in the last couple years that were recruitable. That were draftable. That should help us a lot in recruiting for the future, to say, hey man, look, you come here, you can leave as a junior to go be a punter. You come here, you can leave as a senior and get drafted as a kicker. You know, that has that opportunity here. You're not going to come here and kick for us and never get a shot at the NFL. You know,
we have the best kicker in the NFL history.
Yeah.
In the NFL right now.
Yeah, and the best punter right now. He's not the best ever like Tucker is, but but his generation, since he's been in the NFL 2018, 19, 20, 21, 4 seasons now, ain't nobody punting better than Michael Dixon.
I agree. Oh, Tucker and Dixon lighting the NFL up.
You imagine if they were on the same team. I remember telling you, I know you don't care about them games, but I played Roberts Madden and did a dynasty. And the first thing I did was trade off and go get Michael Dixon and Justin Tucker. And I tell you this much, it didn't really matter a lot on my offense and defense how good they were, because all I had to do was get enough in field goal range. I was kicking a field goal. And then I was punting them on their 3 every time, so it was nearly impossible for anybody's offense to do anything when you're having to start at the 3 every game. Every possession. Yeah. That's no fun for nobody.
Facts.
Man, we got 1 minute left, and we're going to hit a freaking hour again. Oh, this is like our fourth hour-long episode.
Sweet.
Y'all need to freaking hit that like button if you're watching this still. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, get notified every time one of our videos drops. Get us to 100 subscribers, and then to 1,000, man, because we're so close to 100 right now. And hell, at 100 I might give something off, but right now we're waiting for 1,000 subscribers, and what you can win: Jacoby Jones's game day glove, Josh Thompson's gear, etc. Man, we got all kinds of stuff, man. Just, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button down below.
Yeah, and comment and let us know how we could make it better, man, and how y'all want us to, and you know what you want us to talk about, or you know, anything. Let us know how we could grow this.
Be better.
We're not professionals here.
Nope.
We're rooks.
Yeah. Two fans just trying to get this thing going, man. Yeah.
Rookies
That's
on
it.
YouTube, man, but lifelong Longhorn.
Lifelong Longhorn fans. And one day.
Generational, actually.
Yeah. Generational.
Our orange blood goes way back.
Yeah. That's why we're the 40 Acre Addicts, baby. All day, every day. This is 40 Acre Addict show, y'all. I know what it is.
Yeah, and we're all over Texas.
Yeah. Guaranteed to be in Austin several times in the year. Every year. Promise you that.
Shoot, I just met Mary Iacopo
Which
this
you
last
can
October.
which you can also see the pictures to that down below on our Instagram. Just click down those links, man. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck this season, Mary, and all you college Longhorn softball players.
Don't want to get a name wrong this time.
Well, I mean, you got Shannon Rhodes, you got Lauren Burke,
Yeah.
you got, Janae Jefferson. Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah. Well, I guess if there ain't anything else you want to cover real quick, we're finna wrap this long episode up.
Today's Sunday, right?
Yep.
So today's the last day. We should hear about. We should hear if it's official with Gary Patterson today or not.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll hear something about that today.
Yeah. Got
Let's
our Cowboys
make
playing
that
soon.
official.
Yeah.
And let's get it.
We got Gary Patterson, man. That would elevate our team's just coaching IQ, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He gonna see shit that burnt orange eyes haven't seen ever because he's not a Texas fan. He don't like the Longhorns. He's just here for the money and a job. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
TCU.
they might do something great next year with his help.
He comes. I'm worried about TCU. Yeah.
Man, and what about Nick Saban this year getting beat by 2 assistants?
2.
2.
Yeah,
Jimbo
Kirby Smart
Fisher?
and Jimbo Fisher. Yeah.
And then Kirby.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Like, is Alabama's dynasty
In
getting a
trouble
little
here?
bit picked on right now?
Is it headed for a third loss from an assistant next season in week 2?
Is it? That's a good question.
That's a damn good question.
It's not going to be if our defense doesn't know how to tackle.
Mm-mm.
And that's why hiring Gary Patterson is so needed.
Yeah, it really is. Gary Patterson will give us that non-bias, non-fan loyalty, it's gonna be what we need. I think it's gonna be.
I mean,
huge boost.
Coach K's from the Pacific Northwest. And we thought he was going to come in and be like, just shutting down Big 12 offenses. Like, it didn't happen.
Oh,
I
did
know.
not happen the way
They
we
should
wanted
have.
to. It'd been nice.
We had the talent.
And we had beyond the talent. And beyond that, what was that?
You can't-
Top D line in the country. Top D line in the country.
Ouch.
Ouch.
That was hurtful.
Yeah. Wow. Gary Patterson can go over there and tell Pete K, look, this ain't the Pac-12. This is Big 12. A whole different ball game. Let me show you how to run these defenses against these offenses in this conference. It's still crazy how they fired that man after 20 years.
Mm.
The boys still made a bowl game. Still made a bowl game. Crazy. It don't take much to get fired as a coach nowadays. It seems like it's even easier now than before. Hell, look at LSU's old coach. Just won a national title. He's gone. They got Brian Kelly.
Yeah, it happens quick these days. Lincoln Riley, that was the move of the century, because that was completely unexpected, out of the blue. Didn't even finish coaching the bowl game. Like, he just up and bounced in one day. That was the move of the whole entire offseason, I believe. That was the jaw dropper, what the fuck?
We fucking suck again.
Like, are you serious? I never, ever expected that to happen. As much as we wanted it to, like, never even thought about it because we didn't even think it stood a chance.
Oklahoma fans, especially Chris with a K, gonna do a feed of Longhorn, because right now it looks like these shooters are the ones who need to be fed. Because over here in Austin, we're full. We feel good right now. Coming off a losing season, we feel full. Y'all coming off a winning
That's
season.
the craziest thing, isn't it? We're coming off a 5-7 season, and we're sitting there happy.
Full from the holidays.
Wow.
Holidays did us good. Oklahoma, y'all had a winning season. Went to a good ball game, which y'all hated on before. But y'all went, and y'all won. And y'all are hurt. Y'all starving right now. Y'all's bellies hurt. They're growling. They're grumbling. They're bugging your girlfriend. She's like, dude, eat something. He's like, I can't. There's nothing to eat. Everything's getting taken off my plate. I see giant Lincoln Riley cockroaches carrying players off one by one.
Dang.
Yeah. Hit him.
The new day, he's got those roaches trained. Go get Caleb. Go get Mario.
One by one. The roach infestation down there in Norman. Y'all gonna need a bug exterminator. And I don't know, Brendan Venables knows how to exterminate anything.
It's crazy. The only thing that's gonna change for Lincoln and Mario and Caleb is the name of the school. Everything else is good. Same offense, same players, same coach.
Better city to look at. Oh man, how do you compare LA to Norman? Now you could compare Austin to LA, but how do you compare LA to Norman?
You can't.
You cannot. You got
I've been to Oklahoma
Hollywood
a few times.
and beaches. You got a horse barn with shit. Hollywood, boomer barn with shit. Hollywood, boomer barn with shit.
Hollywood Hills. Hey, come on, man.
Beverly Hills. That's where I want to stay. Oh man, Lincoln Riley probably got Mario Williams a suite in Beverly Hills right now. Right now. You don't got no suites in
guarantee he's looking for his mom and daddy a house.
He just went from living in a boomer shack with horses and scooping up shit every morning, living in a suite, looking at the beach, looking at seagulls getting scooped up by a big ass shark.
Ooh, and no plastic straws for you, buddy. Suck on them foam paper straws and cardboard straws. After 10 minutes, they go whoop, and they go limp and fall over. Oh man!
Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta run in the kitchen for 2 seconds. You already know what I'm doing. I gotta go fucking handle up on this piggy. Hey, tell him what you think Nebraska's record's gonna be this year with Casey Thompson starting as quarterback, because they just had their best season in the last since Sue left in '09 season when he played Colt before in the Big 12 Conference Championship. Ever since they've been the best season they've had since they've been in the Big 10.
I don't know what their roster looks like. I don't know what their receivers look like, but if their offensive line can block for him and they put him in that offense that he's more comfortable with, where he can actually use his mobility more, I think he'll do great things for Nebraska. Look at his stats this year with the broken thumb. He led the Big 12 in TDs. He had, 2,500 passing yards maybe, give or take. I'm not sure. I mean, we saw physically what he did the year before last, that, in the bowl game. Like, we know Casey Thompson's good. If you don't, you're a fool. I think he'll do great things with Nebraska if they can protect him. And if he's got some players around him, you can't really do it all by yourself. I think he needs to get his deep ball a little bit more accurate.
Oh, man. My bad, everybody. Apparently, I had to find a coloring book, too. Yeah. Yeah, I got a bunch of kids over today. And there goes the pig. Arkansas Razorbacks, boy.
That monkey's screaming.
He loves to scream. He breaks down all my baby gates, man. There's no containing a pig. A pig does not get blocked off like dogs do. Pigs make their way through anything. That's funny. I wish I had another cup of coffee, man. The thing I hate about store-bought coffee, once it's gone, it's gone. Man, so I got a subject we can throw on real quick. I don't know how much longer you're wanting to go, but Chris Beard. So I knew we weren't going to stay undefeated in the Big 12. This is the Big 12. Basketball is good here. But, you just, I don't know, maybe it's just year one slumps. I had a lot more hope after the Gonzaga game.
It'll be all right, man. I still got good optimism for them. They'll make it.
Yeah.
Right now, Trey Mitchell's out. I think he's still out. So, they lost their big man. And
we could turn it around and try to at least compete for the Big 12 championship.
Turn it around. Hell, we're good right now.
Yeah. We're doing all right. Just got a lot of Big 12 competition coming up, and I mean Kansas is always scary to play. Kansas is never not good. Hell, how many Final Fours have they won? Alone?
Not as many as Coach Snyder has won championships in the swimming division.
Oh, that's a Texas legend. I'm the last coach to still be here since Darrell K. Royal.
That's a worldwide legend.
Darrell K. Royal hired. The last.
Nobody's won like that man has won.
In any sport.
In any sport.
And nobody even really knows about him like that. I don't know why he's not put up
Eddie
there.
Reed, shout out, Coach.
Shout out.
Coach of the century.
Man.
He's the only coach that can throw shade at what Nick Saban's doing and has done. He's the only coach that can do that.
Because he did it consecutively. He didn't have to take a year break in between championships. This is consecutive back to back,
42.
to back,
42, right?
Yeah, I can't even say to back that many
42
times
Big
without
12
losing
championships
count.
in a row. 42. I'm pretty sure it's 42.
Well, we love to swim down here in Texas. I tell you what.
Man.
We love to swim down here in Texas.
Golly, I don't know what he's doing. Like, is he going to the river and just finding these 4 and 5-year-old kids that are out there swimming around their docks and stuff? He's like, hey, come with me, man.
Come with me, man.
Let me show you something in this clear water. Like, what is he doing? How do you? That's unfathomable. Like, how do you do that?
Do other schools just not take their swimming seriously?
Right? Was the pool broke? Did you put too much chlorine in the water? What's going on?
Man, that is a good question. What is in the water down here in Austin, Texas?
And my son's in 7th grade, and he just joined a swimming team. And man, if there was any way I could pick Eddie Reese's brain just for 5 minutes to, some things that would develop Memphis into a better swimmer, I would absolutely love that. If he could just comment down below and tell us, like, hey, man, do this with him. Hey, man, do that with him.
You could probably go look
I
up
would
an
love
interview
that.
on him, Henry. You try that out. Try YouTubing an interview on him. Seeing if he's ever, because you hear shit from coaches, football all the time, of them talking about things that they use to develop superstar players that they've had in the past. What they did that made Tua better. What they did that made Baker Mayfield advance to the next level. And they reveal that stuff in press conferences all the time.
Yeah, I would love to pick his brain, though.
Yeah.
But 42 Big 12 championships, 15 national championships. That's impressive.
Extremely impressive. Man.
Yeah, good job, Coach Reese. Coach of the century.
He finally retired at a good time too. Hell, COVID, he was like, hell, this is too much to deal with. It's a good time to hang up the hat, really, an older man like that. Hell, last coach to be
And he tried to hang up the hat, and CDC went to him like, what I got to do to keep you coaching? He said, I don't want to go out of town. I'll stay here and coach, but when they go out of town, the assistants will go. And boom. Done.
Can he come be one of our coaches for the football team? Please, coach, come help us out.
Yeah, Lee. That's funny.
That is
funny. What you think about Jay Valai joining the Sooners defense?
Jay Valai. Who's Jay Valai?
Oh, cornerbacks coach for Chris Ash.
Oh, man.
Jay Valai.
You picking out some old names.
He's like 2 years old.
Yeah. Hey, position coaches can get forgot about really quickly. Unless your name is Bo Davis.
Heard.
Yeah, because everybody gonna hear him. You got it. No, you got it, coach. No, you got it. That's hilarious. Well, yeah.
Well, since you brought that saying up, man, anybody that's out there listening that's around West Texas, man, come like March the 4th or something. Ice Cube's gonna be here. Paul Wall, Slim Thug. Oh man, the list is like 15 artists, dude.
And
it's gonna be lit.
That is also including.
Yeah, right here on the South Concho River stage too.
Yeah, and don't forget to include our one and only uncle and your little baby brother, the one and only rapper. Y'all,
Reed McCain.
Make a round of applause for the Reed McCain. We'll be performing live with all these rappers. Yes, I do have an uncle, and Henry does have a brother that is a rapper with these guys. not Ice Cube's level, but over there with Paul Wall and Sub Thug and stuff. And
yeah, he's rapped with a few of them that are gonna be up on stage that day.
And he will be there for this event as well.
Yeah, I'm super excited, man. I'm taking all my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would really like to get Shuggy an autograph from Ice Cube, honestly.
Ooh.
She's got Ice Cube shirts, hoodies. Like she loves his music. The old school stuff.
Lynch Mob, boy.
Today was a good day.
Well, when he broke off from NWA, he did his thing, but he made them all look stupid with that song. I can't remember what it was called.
It made them all look stupid in life, bro, because he didn't just do rap. He became an actor. He became a director. He became a writer. He became an owner of his own
he's not more
league, his own basketball league.
He's doesn't make more money than Dr. Dre does.
No, facts, but Dr. Dre is the king of what Dr. Dre does. Yeah. Ice Cube
does many things.
Everything.
Everything.
He's like, I want money from here. I want money from here. And Dr. Dre is just like, oh, my money comes from my beats, baby. All my money comes from my beats.
Yeah.
What? No, Dr. Dre did his thing, you know, but Ice Cube, what?
Well, Ice Cube's a man. And Ice Cube didn't have to fucking take steroids either. Sorry, Dr. Dre, that's just a low blow, bro. You look like you on the juice. You walk around, you got no neck. You got no neck.
My nephew does not live in Texas.
I live in Florida.
Go look for him in Mississippi, maybe.
Yeah. That was great.
I retract the statement that he just made in any way did not come out of my mouth.
That man can have a hit squad sent to my house so quick. It wouldn't even be 40 Acre Addicts. It would be erased from y'all's memory that this show ever even existed.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
All right, man. Well, I got some things to do to get ready for the day.
Hell, we hit 100. We hit an hour and 22 minutes, baby.
Yeah.
Longest episode we've ever had, man. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Got all kind of stuff to give away at 1,000 subscribers. You know what to do. You want to see them pictures of BY, Henry getting the autographs with his kids. All the pictures with all the other players we got, man. Jay Witt, everybody, man. Just go down and hit the links down below, and you know what to do. Me and Henry, boy, we love y'all. We got anything to tell them? We out of here. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.